Phase 2 of the Achilles Tendinopathy protocol addresses eccentric control and stability as well. Stability we initially addressed in the first phase 2. In the second phase, still a very important part. So that means no shoes or socks. We're barefoot still. We're on our carpet or our mat. And now we're going to start to move a little bit. So last phase had a lot of isometric or holds. This is all rep-based, okay? Which means everything's going to be a little bit more fatiguing and everything is going to be movement. So first, we just need our band and a ball. I usually suggest a lacrosse ball. Any ball that's firm, a racquetball works well too. So take our band first, wrap it around those arches, just like we did in phase 1. Give yourself some space here. I would give a little bit more space in this. You can have 10 steps forward and 10 steps back. But I like you to at least have a runway for yourself with some carpet or a long mat. So spread those toes. We should have this motor pattern down by now. Grip those toes into the ground, okay? Ground yourself, lift up into our heel float, and I'm taking steps the whole way. So each step I take, I grip into the ground, grip into the ground. 10 steps forward, 10 steps backwards, okay? Each step, I'm gripping, gripping, gripping. As you get more and more comfortable, I should be able to crouch more and more. That heel should stay floated up off the ground though the entire time, okay? 3 laps of that, rest, toss that off. Next, we take that ball, okay? Lacrosse ball, racquetball, you could try a tennis ball, but something firm really helps here. So I would not use a wall for support here. You should really be able to do this in free air because we're working on stability as well during this eccentric phase. So grip that ball between your heels. Now, right away, this is tough on your balance because you just narrowed that support, okay? Dig those toes into the ground. Lift up all the way through your range. Slowly back down. All the way up through that range. Slowly back down, keeping pressure against that ball and your toes still dug into the ground. 10 times up and down, rest, 3 sets. Next, we move over to our stable surface or wall. Here, from that single leg, first step stays exactly the same. We still dig our toes in. We're leaning against this wall, and from here, with 75% of my force pushing into this wall, I lift the heel up, I press at that end range, and then I'm slowly coming down, keeping pressure against that Achilles the whole way. The down phase is the much, much more important phase here than the up. Up's nice and slow, but down, I want you pushing yourself into the wall here. 10 on one side, 10 on the other. We're still doing the unaffected side each exercise. Rest, 3 sets of 10, okay? Both legs. Last exercise for your eccentric balance. So we take that band again. We're gonna be in the position that we were in phase 1, around the first toe, big toe, and around the arch of the other foot, okay? You should have it in a position where you can still bend that big toe, dig it into the ground, and this is your most advanced, tougher balance exercise here. So if it knocks you off balance, that's okay. From here, you're gonna put pressure out, up, slow back down. Up, slow back down. 10 on one leg, keeping all those toes dug in. You may even get a foot cramp here, knock yourself off balance, that's okay. 10 times up and down, switch legs, 10 times, 3 sets of 10 each.